What's up, guys? SCB episode. I don't remember.
Let me.
Can we get a check real quick, please?
Let's get a check real
I think
quick.
it's 12. I'm guessing 12.
I'm gonna guess 13. I ain't even gonna lie.
Fuck.
And it is episode 12. You are right.
I'm always right, bro. Call me Mystic Mac. All right. Anyway, welcome back. SCB Small Creator Breakdown, episode 12. I'm here with the man himself, Recon, and we are here with a special guest, the other man himself. We got Mr. MarcFlamez up in the house. How you doing, Mark?
Mr. Main Event.
Mr. Main Event, baby.
Yeah,
Main event.
finally, Mr. Main Event. I finally get a main event. I'm excited for that.
How
I'm
you
doing
doing,
great,
bro?
man. How are you guys doing? I'm excited to finally be on the podcast. I'm very excited. I've been talking
Doing
about
good,
it
man.
nonstop with everyone,
Yeah.
being like, man, I finally got on this podcast to speak my mind. Because, like, I've done a couple of podcasts before, but it was, like, by people who, like, not really a structured, like, podcast like this. But you
Yeah.
guys have been doing great on that. You guys have been killing it.
Appreciate
Thank you,
that,
man.
bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing good. How's Recon doing?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
That's good, man. Good.
Recon, is
So-
it cold for you, bro? Why are you, like, have, like,
Yes,
like,
it
jackets
is,
bro,
bro.
no, listen.
Yo,
this dude's
I'm a
from
Texan.
Texas.
I'm
This
a
dude's from
Texan guy.
Texas, and he's sad about half an inch of snow when outside I have a whole foot and a half of snow. So
Yo,
I'm
bro,
just gonna
Vast.
leave it at that.
Vast. I want to see you in the heat of Texas, bro. You won't survive.
I've
I'm
been
telling
at
you.
Texas.
Nah, but you haven't
Yeah.
been at its peak.
I have peak
Live?
summertime. I have
Where? When?
where when.
I mean, you know what I mean. When? I ain't seen you.
Yeah,
I mean, you
there's a
haven't been
reason
here.
I was avoiding
You haven't
you.
been here.
I was
You haven't
avoiding
been
you.
here. Nah. Yeah, bro,
Anyway.
allow me, bro. I'm a Texan. I'm a Texan.
I
I'm not
get
used
it.
to
Y'all
allow me.
get y'all get a tiny bit of snow and act like it's COVID 2020, but whatever.
Bro,
So
no need for that.
so if you guys don't know, MarcFlamez will be, like we said, Mr. Main Event versus Coben, February 21st in Chicago, Illinois, on Bloodline Mafia, Burning Blood. I'm super excited for that fight. I know Recon's super excited for that fight. The whole card of Bloodline is shaping up to be a pretty good card. I'm happy that your main event. I feel like that you like promote well, and it's a good pick for you to be Mr. Main Event. So I'm hyped to watch that, man.
Yeah, thank
How
you,
you
bro.
feeling?
Thank you.
How you feeling about your main event, bro?
Well, one thing I want to say, this card has shaped up crazy good since the idea, just because, as you guys know, like, I was originally supposed to fight on Sword and then do the tag team and all that, and I am gonna explain what happened to both of those fights on this podcast, like, publicly, because I haven't talked about it yet. But yeah, I just thought I really want to fight in the beginning of the year because I'm gonna be very busy for the next, like, after March, like, the next, like, few months. So I didn't want to wait till the summertime to fight, you know, because I did the exhibition with the Intrepid in August. So I didn't want to wait another year because, like, I fought in my first fight June 2023, then Intrepid July 2024, and then the exhibition August 2025. I'm tired of fighting yearly. I really want to get very active where, like, I could fight every like 3-4 months.
Yeah.
And if I didn't fight in the quarter one of the year, then, like, I would have had to fight in the summer again. So yeah, it was originally supposed to be like a tiny card, a cute little card, 4-fight card, and then it turned where everyone looked at it as like, wow, this is new, this is crazy, and
Yeah,
a lot of people are interested. Like, we got Pat Typloosion versus Just Cal, we got Rob Alexander versus Gavin Page, we got the debut of the Tommy Boxing. You know, a lot of people are curious on what his skills look like in the SCB scene. And then you got Zay Castro making his return, you know, after the 07 stuff he pulled out of his title fight. And then, yeah, a couple of things that still haven't been announced, but you guys will see it soon for sure. I'm just excited.
Yeah, that card will be great. Like you said, a lot of those fights, the Tommy Boxing making his appearance, Rob Alexander Page, you already know that fight's going to be a barn burner of a fight.
I made that fight, by the way. That was
Did
my
you make
idea.
that fight?
Yeah,
That's
so
a great, bro. That's a
Yeah, so
great
listen,
fight, and I'll give you props right now because when I saw that pop up on the timeline, my first thought was that's a great fight.
because me and Intrepid went like this is like a 50-50 event, so it's not Bloodline 02, nor is it
Yeah.
just a Blaze Promotions event. This is a like a one-off event, like kind of like how like the ring events like that do like their off events when they're like named
Yeah. Like not
something.
every card is like a
No, so
giant.
this is like a collaborative event. So whenever we thought the ideas, we were trying to get like rob some opponents, and then one of them, I was like, why not Rob versus Gavin Page Intrepid? He said, no, whatever we were thinking, cut that shit out. We are going with this fight. That is an amazing fight. And then we gave both of them the offer and they accepted. So I'm excited, bro. This is shaping up to be a great card. Everyone's promoting very well on this card. Everyone
Yeah.
knows about this card, and yeah, man, it's crazy.
It is, yeah. Shaped up to be very nice. Not even just that fight, but yeah, all the fights. How's training camp going, man? And of course, not going into detail about like
No,
what's your game plan, but but
oh
how's
yeah,
training
no,
camp going? How you
bro,
feeling
it
physically
sucks,
and mentally?
bro. Look, listen, mentally and physically, I feel good, but fucking training sucks. Like I've
Camps are rough.
definitely have, yeah, camps are rough. It's very like mentally and physically, and I'm just excited to showcase my ability in an actual fight because I did showcase like a good percentage of my skill with the exhibition, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, you were tip tapping with a triplet. Like that guy whooped your ass in a real fight." So like, what's that mean? I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. We got Kobe in here, and I'm gonna finally show that, and I'm very excited. And overall, right now where we're at, I feel good. I feel good. Cardio's a lot better now, and yeah, man, I'm excited.
Do you
This is gonna be
feel
crazy.
because like you said, your last fight was a while ago now.
Yeah.
Do you feel not even just with the time, but with the camp that you're doing right now and the work that you're putting in now, that the Mark of old and the Mark of new are just completely two separate fighters?
Not even two fighters, two different people, bro. Like
Okay.
I've grown so much from March 2024. I've grown so much where like I understand the sport, I understand the risks, and I understand the what's it called? The stakes. Because I
Yeah.
took the stakes for granted and I gave up at the worst time. Like with the Intrepify, I gave up. It like obviously Intrepid whooped my ass. He whooped my ass, and I will never take that away from him. I always remind him too. That's the funny thing. Me and Intrepid are cool. Whenever we talk, I'll be like, "Yeah, you did whoop my ass and all that." Like I have no issues. I have no shame to talking about it. But yeah, like I lost to myself in those fights. I
Yeah.
lost to myself because like again, I quit, and that was on me. And yeah, looking back at it, like that's never gonna happen again. I wanna if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna go out on my shield, and that's what I want to do. And,
Yeah.
and I plan not to lose. And that with February 21st, that's not gonna happen. It's not.
Mm.
It really isn't. I've drilled that. I made sure. And yeah, man, I've just grown as a person, and this is like beyond boxing, just
Yeah.
myself. Like found who I really am, what I need to do with my life. This is it's a life changer with these camps.
Yeah, I think with just boxing in general, you really learn who you truly are when you do the hard camps. Like when you're just training, that's one thing, but when you do the hard camps, the hard spars, the long runs, you really find out who you are in those moments, and it shapes you to be a different person.
That's the beauty of boxing.
Yeah. Yeah, so talking about the dude that you're fighting, that you're planning on putting that stamp on, you're fighting by a man of the name Coben.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on him, man? I've seen you guys go back and forth a little bit. I watched a little bit of the face to face,
Hmm.
and it doesn't look like there's bad blood, but it also looks like you ain't cool with him, you know?
No, absolutely. Like I respect him for taking a fight because again, no one would have taken a fight. But I've seen him try to turn my words against me. Like he says, like, "Oh, everyone's scared of MarcFlamez." He's saying, "I'm like, no one would took in the fight." Like he was the last option with this main event. Like he was the last option. Like I was supposed to fight this guy named Mando Millions, and you guys don't know him, but I was supposed to fight him on Breakout 2 back in 2023.
Okay.
And then like he agreed, but he said he didn't know if he could make the date. Then we tried to go for Alex Guy. Shout out your last opponent, Recon. But we tried to make that fight, and unfortunately he was injured. And we just kept looking and looking, and then like I don't know, something told me to check my requests on Twitter, and I seen him there. I was like, hey man, let me see some like footage. Let me see like what we're working with. And he showed some footage, and I was like, if he could go up to heavyweight, because he's a cruiser going to heavyweight. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or anything. Like respect him for going up in weight. Nothing but respect for him for that. I was like, yeah, if you could come up to heavyweight, you got not only a fight and you got a main event. So he accepted immediately. I told him I respect you for taking the fight. It's gonna be fun. And the best part about this fight is interesting. There will be no draws in this fight because this is scheduled for 4 rounds, 2 minutes. Okay. And God forbid there's a draw. God forbid. There's a sudden death 5th round. So there will be there's no draws. No draws.
I think
14 ounces?
I think every boxing promotion should do that.
This will be 16s. I wanted 14s, but like, hold up. My gloves right here, like I got these like before I had a fight officially made, and my outfit back there, like the shorts and gloves are already made before the fight like was made. So like if I didn't have those gloves and shit, I would have done 14s for sure. I wanted to do 14s.
I get it. That's how I am with those ones too. Whenever I have a fight, I'm gonna fight in 16s only because those are 16s, and I really want to use
bro.
them.
I was about to say, and also I'm promoting the energy company I'm working with, Lucky Energy. So I have Lucky Energy on the glove and the back of my waistband of my shorts. So that's another thing. Like it's also promoting the energy drink I'm a part of now.
Okay. Yeah. I understand that for sure. Like I said, with those babies over there.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro.
So talking about some of your past fights too. You kind of started bringing them up a little bit too. You had that fight with Intrepid. You had the fight with Jordani, and then at I was almost going to say the latest Sword 7, but it's not the Sword 7 before the latest. You had the Intrepid 2 exhibition.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear about and you said you wanted to talk about the fights more. I just wanted to hear some of your thoughts, opinions on your past fights, kind of like thought processes going into them, training for those fights, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. With the Jordani one, that was short notice because originally Waffle was supposed to fight the guy that beat Lesra or drew with Lesra on the first Breakout 1, that Maui guy. And then Waffle got a concussion, so he couldn't fight. And I was like, yo, if Waffle can't fight, I'll fight the guy. The guy didn't, for some reason, wasn't answering back the promoters. So they gave me this guy, Jordani, and he only had a year of experience and no sparring at all. So I'm thinking, oh shit, this is. I'll be real. I said it. This is gonna be easy. This is a cakewalk. I get a tune-up fight before my fight in September because I was supposed to fight. Remember the Mando Millions guy on Breakout 2. So this was short notice because I was going regardless to support one of my fighters that was originally signed to Blaze because he was fighting Pat Typloosion. And so I got the call. I accepted the fight. We accepted no headgear, 3-2s, all that stuff. And I was the co-main event of that card. Basically saved the card because everyone else, it was like 5 or 6 fights on that Get Back boxing card, and they just did not show up other than the main event, Raph versus Sean, and then Pat and Shogun. So I basically saved the card being the co-main, and obviously did not train for that at all other than doing like a pad session the night before. I'll be real. I thought I had it in the bag because like I've sparred a couple of times, and like obviously looking back at those spars, I was ass, but like naturally, I was always naturally gifted with the sport because I've always like mimicked watching boxing when I grew up. So I mimicked some of this shit. So like whenever I'd sparred for the first time, and people were like, oh shit, you got a lot to learn, but like there's something there. Like, and I thought like, oh shit, like I'm beating up these guys in sparring, and I'm not even actually training in the gym. I'm like shit, like no one can stop me. Then I got humbled. Jordan whooped my ass, bro. I don't know if you guys watched that, but that was a beatdown, bro. I landed a good
I
shot.
watched
I landed a couple of shots. I think the first punch that landed was me, that straight, and then he just beat my ass, bro. I'm talking about beat my ass, and I'm like in the fight. Then I get dropped, which not really. It was a knockdown. It was more of me being off balance, but I did get dropped. And then I was like, yeah, let's keep going. And the dude will not stop. He will not get tired. And we learned with the Kodiak fight, he just does not get tired. And then obviously, I was like, yo, I'm done. I'm not. This shit ain't worth me getting brain damage at all. So I quit in that fight. And obviously, I was upset. But looking back at it now with what Jordani's done, like, hey, man, it is what it is. Like, sometimes you get your ass beat with that type of situations. And then obviously Breakout 04, again, we tried to reschedule the Mando Millions fight. We've tried to schedule that fight for like 5 breakout events. We like tried to reschedule it, but it's like either I can't do it or he can't do it. So like I'm hoping to get that fight down the line this year. I'm not looking past Coben, but like down the line we could get that fight finally made. There's history. He called me the Joe Weller of the SCB scene, like the guy who gets his ass beat. He called me bag footage. You know what I'm saying? Call me bag work and shit like that.
Okay.
And then, so yeah, like obviously I'm cool with the guy now because he said that after I lost to Jordani and shit like that. But like, still, it's history. He said it and he has to pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Breakout 04 came. He said he couldn't do it because it was originally supposed to be July 13th and he would have been able to do it. He just didn't answer his DMs right away. And then it got rescheduled to the 27th of July, 2024. So then Les offered me Intrepid. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like, immediately. Like, yeah. And there won't be any fights where, like, I don't say, like I haven't said no to a fight offer at all since I started this stuff. And so I accepted immediately. I did train. There just wasn't a lot of intense training at all. And I didn't run at all for that camp at all. Like, I didn't run once. Did not run once. And then I traveled to Teltakai. You know who Teltakai Kawakami is? You know, he's fought on CFL, all those people. I sparred him for 3 rounds. He made me the last round. Like, one day I'll post it, and I'll definitely DM him, ask him if I could post it. But, like, it was good work. I got my ass beat in that too, but, like, it was good work. And then, like, he hit me in the stomach the right time, and I had to run to the bathroom to hurl, bro. Like, it was bad. Like,
what?
Wait, what?
To do what?
To throw up, bro. Yeah.
Oh.
I said,
Was it
went
a
to the
liver
bathroom and
shot?
hurled. No, it was like
Okay.
straight to the body,
Okay.
bro. Like I felt like here's the thing. I didn't feel it until he told me, yo, go to the bathroom. You're not throwing up in the gym, bro. I'm like, why is he telling me that? I went in instantly, bro. Like instantly. Like, it was bad. But yeah, it was good work with him. And then we did some bag work there, and obviously it was a 3-hour drive with my sister, so we had to leave early. So I didn't finish our session because, like, it was a 3-hour drive there and a 3-hour drive back, and, like, we got hit traffic, so it was like a longer drive there. So, like, we were like, all right, we can't finish it. We gotta go, and I also work.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. And then a week later, I flew to Mass and I sparred like Ant, Jalen, Ran, and Pat. And again, I got my ass beat by everyone there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like because like I don't whenever I started, I didn't have anyone to spar, so that's why I traveled to spar these guys, and then you know, I got my ass beat by them, but it was good work, and I'm thinking, shit, if I'm taking these guys shots, like, Intrepid should be like no issue, because like he got punched 3 times and then he just stopped in his first fight with DK. That was my mindset, and I didn't want to believe he was an easy fight, because I knew if I believed he was an easy fight, then like my mindset would shift.
Yeah.
And like, bro, it did not help because he was sparring a lot that fight week. And from what I heard, he kept getting dropped, like, to the body. Like, everyone was telling me, it's like, yeah, Intrepid sparred and he got dropped to the body. And he almost got dropped by Zay Castro. And there's a video of it. He almost got dropped to a body shot by Zay Castro. And I'm like, bro, like, I'm like, fuck, like this is a cakewalk. Same thing, cakewalk. I come in, the fight starts. I had no nerves that day until the bell rung. Like the nerves hit me as soon as the bell rung. Hit him with a jab, and then he just beat the fuck out of me. Just beat my ass, bro. Like pillar to post. I made it past the first round, so we're doing something right. But like, yeah, no. Then I quit on the stool. So
You think it was mostly your mentality going into the fight, like towards the end of it, saying, "Oh, he's a cakewalk," after you were given that information? You think
yeah, and I knew that was gonna happen. I tried my best to be like, nah, like he's a man that could take everything away from me, and then like it literally shifted like the night before the fight. Literally, I swear to God.
You know, we kind of had the same talk with Dizo on our past episode about mindset and how important it is, and he was talking about some of his past fights and how he was kind of thinking the same thing. Like, this guy, I'm gonna fight's a cakewalk, easy. And then he would end up paying for it. And and we had the same conversation, and I told Dizo that you could fight a 250-pound giant, you could fight a 135-pound teenager. Your mindset has always got to be the same, because any man on planet Earth can hurt you.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. You gotta have that, that mindset. And then he went out on Sword 7 against Prince Tate, and he looked like a whole new fighter.
Yeah, bro. I was so happy about that. Like, he had feints. He was using his jab. Like, he didn't look.
I felt
stiff
good.
At all.
I felt very happy.
I was like,
for
there's
Dizo.
a jab. There's feints. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Like,
he looked really good.
Wasn't he the underdog?
He was. A lot of people were saying he was going to lose that fight.
Tate was going to stop him.
Yeah,
he was going to. That's why everyone said. I knew Dizo was going to win that. Like, if you talk to everyone I talked to, I said, yeah, Dizo's got it. No shot. He's going to lose to this guy, bro. It's a big opportunity. Good purse on his resume. Like, Tate was like 6-2. He's a champion on his own promotion. So like, the stakes were high, and like he won. So
I think with that same thing too, and how we talked with him, he said that he knew that what he did wrong, and he changed it, and that he was taking Tate serious, and he was doing an actual camp, and he wasn't looking past anything, and how he said that he really locked in, and it fully showed. I think that's such a big deal for people, just to not look past people. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to I want to fight this guy, and then I want to fight this guy after. That's one thing. But if you're like, I'm going to smoke this guy, then focus on,
Yeah, no, that's just danger and danger coming your way to bite you right back in your ass. And that's what I learned. And so I didn't know if I was going to box again after the first Intrepid fight. And then I got offered an exhibition against John Moore, which was originally the main card podcast. I got offered him, and they both we accepted. I originally wanted to do 3-2s for that exhibition, so it still felt like a real fight. He wanted to do the 3-1s, so we both agreed to 5-1s, so that way we get the times, and it's like more action, you know what I mean? Like, like we both get what we want. I get more time, he gets the 1-minute rounds. And then it's unfortunate the timing, because we've talked afterwards about like what really happened, why he pulled out, and I won't discuss that here. It's personal. But I thought with the drama, everyone pulling out a Breakout 07, he's with those guys. I thought they persuaded him to pull out as well. It's like, all right, they fucked over us. Now we don't got fights. Go ahead and fuck over them. And that's what I truly believe for the longest time. And then after talking to people, like, that wasn't the case. It was just like very unfortunate timing. Is all I can say about that. But then I talked to Intrepid. I'm like, Intrepid, let's do this. Like, like, you're already going to do. I think he was supposed to like actually ring announce. I think that was his original thing. He was supposed to ring announce that card.
Okay.
And I said, listen, man, like, you have an opportunity to save a card if you do this, and you're doing me a solid. He said, let's do it, but this time 3-2s. I'm like, Fuck, because my whole camp was throwing more punches in 1 minute rounds.
Yep.
So I switched to all that, and I had to switch back to the 2 minute round, like trying to prepare for that, and it sucked, bro. I'll be real. That's why, and even that, and I will share here. I haven't talked about this publicly, but I did have like an ankle injury going into that exhibition. I had I ran on it wrong, and then anytime I stepped on it, it was like instant pressure, like 2.5 weeks before it. So that's why you seen like I was walking funny after the first round, like the way I was like moving, like it looked like I was more walking than like actually like planted my feet. You know this, Vass. You know how stances are and shit like that. But yeah, it sucked that I gassed out that badly. I even said after the fight, how the fuck do people do 3-2s? But it reflected on my cardio. I did more runs for that camp. It's just I don't know, bro. I think with that I did more, but it still wasn't enough. And luckily that was an exhibition. But
well, you were
then,
probably ready to. You were, you had the 5 1s different, or in your head.
Yeah.
And the minute count depends so much in a fight. Depends so much because like you said, if you're training for 1 minute rounds, you're training for activity, training for combos, you're training, and then if you can start hitting that 2 minute mark or even that 3 minute mark, then it's more boxing, setting up, feint, so it's a whole different type of cardio, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no,
so I can understand
I learned
that.
I learned that with this camp, and that's why I'm working on with these 4-2s and possibly going 5-2s. I'm training like this is a 5-round fight. To just God forbid we have a draw, which I don't believe there's going to be a draw. I think there's going to be a definitive winner in this fight where we don't need to do that. But I'm training just in case for that extra round and all that. So that's the big difference. I feel great cardio wise this camp for sure. Like,
do you feel like saying that you won't need to go to that 5th round? Are you going into this fight looking for a stoppage? Are you looking for that?
No.
Or you just want to win by any means necessary?
No, I've said, I told the Coben, I'm not searching for a stoppage. I'm searching to win. That's my goal with this fight. And let's say I hit him with a straight and he drops and he doesn't get up, that's on him. It's not on me. I'm not forcing it. If this even JDM was talking to me about this fight the other day. It's like if the stoppage comes, it's gonna come. Like don't force the stoppage just cause let's say you hit him and you hurt him. Just take your time and all that, and that's why I plan on doing. I plan on winning at any cost, whether it's a decision, a stoppage, or the ref calls over some bullshit. Oh well, I win. It doesn't matter. Oh well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not looking for any way of winning. I'm just looking to win. That's my goal. I mean, he's saying he's gonna stop me in the 3rd round, and I just don't get it. I don't understand where he gets his confidence from, and I think it's from my previous fights. But I even told him in the face, he's like, brother, that was almost 2 years ago. And even then, I'm a way better fighter now than I was for August. I'm now drilling to work on these holes and stuff. Hold on. Sorry, I was getting a call. I don't know why.
No, you're good.
This score is just in my ear, but no, I'm drilling. I'm fixing my holes.
Yeah.
From the Intrepid exhibition. He even said I had holes in exhibition, which I did. I agree. I mean, I'm new to this sport, and I'm finally taking the time to learn the sport. So I'm now drilling everything now. I'm drilling my jab. My jab is an actual jab now. It's not just something to just leave out there. I'm actually snappy with it now. I'm happy with my progress and what I've learned and what I've drilled and what I've been training in this camp, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I've told you this personally, Mark. After when I was watching that Intrepid on the exhibition, bro, you showed big time potential. In my opinion, you showed a lot of potential, especially since you're a southpaw. But I did tell you, cardio is one of your main issues, and it's something once you knock that off, bro, I feel like you could be unstoppable.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, cardio it's number one in my opinion. And there's been countless fights to where you see people go out and they're beating the hell out of the guy they're fighting, and then it starts hitting the later rounds, and you see them start to diminish. The other person that maybe was getting their ass beat at first, they got the better gas tank, and now they're starting to rise. So gas tank is most important, and I like how you're saying too that you won't be searching for the knockout, and if it happens, it happens. Because some of the best KOs are from non-KO setups, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like you hear all the time that I just knocked this guy out, but like the shot wasn't supposed to, or I wasn't setting it up, and it just happened.
I've seen people say like I've hit him with harder shots and he took it, and then the one shot that like didn't have the mass like strength compared to the other ones like was the one that stopped him. So that's why. Yeah. No, I was saying that's why I'm not searching for it.
Yeah,
it's always the punches that you don't see coming. It's the ones that hurt.
Exactly.
It's the worst ones.
And I can even point to that, man. I've seen, all the sparring that I've done, I've seen shots that hit like a train, but ate it every day for breakfast. And then a shot that I didn't see, and next thing you know, I'm like, whoa. What hit me?
Oh, shit.
What was that? But yeah, man, I'm excited to watch your fight. I really am. I'm excited to see both you guys go out there, show out. The whole card will be good, man. Granted, it stays as it is.
Yeah,
I feel like there's an SCB curse. There's an SCB curse. I need you guys to break it.
Yeah, bro. We plan to.
But yeah, man, I'm excited. So what at first got you into boxing, and just in the SCB scene in general? Because I started a little late. I didn't really fully get into the scene until like last summer. And I know, and I almost called Recon Intrepid. I don't know why.
Yo, you're gonna get it soon, bro. I'm telling you.
Hey,
you're on thin ice. You're on thin ice.
You're on thin ice.
Oh, you're on thin ice, buddy. You better break that shit.
Anyway.
Hey, yo, guys, yo, Vast, no, come back, yo, Vast, get your ass back in that chair real quick. Hey, you gonna get it, bro. You gonna get it when I see you. You gonna get it, bro. You gonna.
Sorry, bro. I had
bro,
to take a book out of.
You try to sneak that in. You try to. Sneak
I had to take a book out of
mate.
Lesr's page, bro, or take a page out of Lesr's book. I said that opposite.
Take a book out of Lesr's page, yo.
Yeah, my fault, gang.
Quote of the
My
day.
fault.
Yo,
I'm
everyone quote
tweet
that, bro.
out.
Everyone
Yeah,
quote
I'm gonna quote it. I'm gonna quote it.
Bro, that's a great quote. Take a book out of someone's page. That's great.
Yeah,
I'm using that for future promo.
Don't make sense, though, but
exactly.
You still gonna get it. I'm not letting this shit slide, bro.
Yeah, no Diddy.
So all Diddy.
What I was gonna say is, I'm a little newer in the scene. I kind of got into it in the summer. Recon had his first fight on 07. You've been in here. You've been in the whole scene for a while now. What drove you into the scene itself, and what just got you into boxing in general, man?
So 2022, I think it was. That was around like the Misfits 001 event. Yep. And then like the Give versus Austin McBroom event. I've always watched the fights and all that. Like I've always liked like watching like the Jake Paul fights. Like I've been watching his fights since like the Give fight and stuff like that. So like I've been learning, and like here and there. I think in 2021 when I watched Canelo versus Caleb Plant, didn't know either guy. Is where I got into the regular.
You didn't know either guy in that fight?
You did not know Canelo?
No, listen. No, because that fight for the casual audience was like caught people in the casual audience. I remember seeing like videos of like fucking Canelo slapping the shit out of him. He's like, "You motherfucker," and then Canelo's like, "Don't call me motherfucker," and then slaps the shit out of it. I'm like, "Oh, I gotta watch this fight."
That was a good fight. That was a great fight.
It was a great fight,
that was just peak, in my opinion. Promotion.
Yeah, bro. And that's what got me into watching also regular boxing instead of just the influencer side.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I've been catching up with these fights. Like now, I've watched like a good amount of everyone. Like Caleb Plant. I love Caleb Plant's one of my favorite fighters for sure.
Ooh,
Like
he's
I love
so
Caleb Plant.
slick with
Yeah,
it.
bro. Like I've watched a bit, so now I know the history of each guy because I've studied it. I watched it, but like I think in 2022, watching Gib beat McBroom motivated me, so I made a video in 2022. It was a scuff video, and like saying I want to box. I called out. Funny enough, I got recommended Pat versus Waffle, their baseball diamond fight, and I called both of them out. There's a poster somewhere like on my page. I made a poster saying I wanted to fight them, and then someone in my community, because I used to be in like this Fortnite community and shit like that, so I called someone out from there too, because like I said, if I'm gonna box, who am I gonna box? He said I didn't want to smoke with him. And then like I tried to make that shit happen, and like he aired me. So don't say you don't want to smoke if you ain't gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. And then later down the line and stuff like that, I seen like Breakout, like SCB. That it's now Outcast, but it was originally called SCB. I was signed to them to fight. Like I have a whole contract and all that, and then like they never announced me, so like I split my ways with them.
No.
And then they started Breakout, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And this is when it's crazy, bro, because like one little VC could change someone's life. Like I literally asked Pat, "Yo, you want to join?" Like I used to have a podcast myself, but like it was never consistent. Like I do one here and there. Like if you go on it, it's dead. So it's dead, like dead as hell. And I call him. He said, I text him like, "Yo, you want to join this podcast to talk about stuff and like a possible fight between us?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, absolutely. We're watching UFC. It's the Volk versus Islam fight, the first one."
Oh,
he's like, "If you want to watch it together, like let's watch it." I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like
one of the best fights I've ever seen in my life.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'll watch that." Like I've watched a little UFC. Like I've like the main fights. Like I've watched some UFC fights, but like it's like again the big ones that catches like the casual eye, like McGregor. Dustin 2, McGregor, Dustin 3. I'm trying to think of other ones. Usman versus Masvidal. Like those type of fights. And I was like, Volk, I'm not familiar with his game. So I watched it with them. Like we're having a good time. We're cracking up. Waffle joined and shit like that. And this is my first time actually talking to these guys. Like Les, Pat, and Waffle. Waffle joined occasionally. It was his birthday. He was drunk as hell in a bar, bro. That's funny. That it was his like that shit was hilarious. And then like I've talked to Lesra and Pat, and I was like, man, I fuck with these guys a lot. And then after Les left, me and Pat like just talked for like hours, like just like talking about like what we like, what we did. And he's like, bro, like for a guy who called me out, like this is what Pat says, like you're actually a fucking sick ass dude. I'm like, pretty same to you, bro. What the like? It's crazy. And then they were working on the Breakout posters, and I seen this guy named Kingston make a poster. I was like, this shit's ass. Like, I can make a better one. And this is before, like, this is how I became the graphic designer for Breakout. I was like, I can make a better one than this shit. I'm like, yo, Pat, send me the fighter photos, and let me make one. Let me cook something up. And then I make it. They're like, this shit's awesome. Like, could you make the rest of the card? I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I can. So that's what started me with the graphic design inside. Like, I never was... Like, I did my own YouTube thumbnails and posts, but, like, I was never, like, a graphic designer.
No.
I never had that label. I was, like, just a casual. Like, I edit my videos. I do my own thumbnails. I do my own posts. Like, I don't have help with any of that stuff. But that's what started me with Breakout, and that's when I became a part of the team and stuff like that.
That's badass, man. That's cool that you started from the normal, like, KSI, Paul, and all that stuff, but then you kind of went to that, like you said, the Canelo, and then you even started looking at the UFC a little bit. Shout out Volk, he's fighting this weekend.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, bro! I'm excited for that fight, bro.
Who do you got in that fight?
See, here's the thing: the first fight pissed me off because like Volk's whooping his ass. And then Diego punches him once. He either flies across the ring or he gets dropped. And I'm like, not again.
I will say, I love Volk. I love him to death, and I'm very happy that he won the first fight. And I'm a big fan of Diego too. I really like Diego as well.
For real.
And I was really happy that Volk won because people were doubting him. All that stuff made me happy, and we're getting to the rematch, and a lot of people are saying the same thing's gonna happen, and I'm just like, it really can happen because Volk is really good, but Lopez can hurt him. Lopez hits hard, man.
Yeah, especially Lopez's last fight in the Noche event. Me and Lesnar watched that together, bro. I'm telling you, I wish we were recording. It's on my channel somewhere, bro.
I don't know how
literally
Lopez
were watching
took those shots.
No, because he wanted Diego to win. I wanted not Lopez. What's his what's his name? Silva.
Yeah.
He just fought too. Silva.
He did.
I'm like, I had Silva, he had Lopez. I'm like, all right, let's watch it. They're going back and forth, and then fucking Silva's just beating the shit out of him. And I'm like, let's go. Let's like, no man, what are you doing, Diego? And then he just stops Silva, and we're just screaming, bro. I'll post a clip, bro.
I don't know how Diego took those shots.
No, I agree. I'm like, let's go. I'm like, why is he not going down?
His whole head was snapping back. Have you ever seen that, Recon?
I don't watch UFC, bro.
Bro, I gotta send this clip to you because it was insanity. He was getting hit with everything, and that motherfucker was like, "Oh, you're gonna be hitting me with shit? Let me just." Meek.
Yeah, I was about to say that shit was clean too. I'm like, no.
I gotta watch this.
I'll send it to you.
Live reaction real quick. Hold on.
All right, hang on. Let me find a good clip.
I just fucking spelled O2, but what the fuck? What was it?
Hang on.
Versus Diego, right?
Lopez. Yep. Lopez versus Silva.
There's a KO highlight. Where the hell is it? Oh, there we go. All right, hold on.
I mean, for the whole, because Diego won the first round.
Yeah.
Because he got on top of Silva, got a lot of good ground and pound and stuff. Second round starts, and Silva just starts beating the dog shit out of Lopez.
That's what I'm saying,
on the
bro. I'm
feet,
like, let's
bro.
go.
Landing bombs, and Lopez is just taking it like a zombie, and out of nowhere throws a spinning elbow and stops Silva. Did you get to the stoppage yet or no?
Oh, it stopped.
Okay.
Like, that shit's crazy, bro.
So that's all I'm saying. Like, Lopez, or not Lopez, Volk can definitely win this fight again. But Lopez can crack.
He was taking shots, bro. He was taking shots.
Yeah. He just eats him, bro.
Yeah, I got Volk by heart, but like I'm going with Diego with this fight. Like I just think he knows what he did wrong in that first fight, and he's improved. I think he might like win. Like I got Lopez for sure.
Did you watch the last UFC event at all?
Yeah, bro. I did a watch party with my guys and shit like that. I did it with Les, Pat, and Waffle. Bro, that shit was
man.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro, like other than the eye pokes, and I know it's not intentional, it just like I hate when people be like, oh, like try to discredit the win. It does suck. I think one of them was like this, and I was like, yeah, I get that one. And then there's one somehow like
he hits like this.
Closed, and somehow
he threw a jab like this,
and it just so happens it went into his eye that dropped him, and I didn't see that. And then everyone's like, "Yo, he got poked in the eye." I'm like, "No, the fuck he didn't. He got cracked with the right hand."
Hold on, but me personally,
and I seen the replay. I was like, "Oh, my bad."
Why do you have your fist like this though?
He was more so he wasn't like this. He was more so like this. He was throwing like a flick jab, and those like MMA gloves. Those MMA gloves are tiny, man.
Yeah. But no, it was a cool show on Paramount. Like I like it on Paramount. Like that, it was just so easy to me to find the fight, get the fight up, and the quality looked nice. It did look
nice. Good. It looked really good. That whole event was good. because we had the
There wasn't no fucking Rumble fucking wags every 7
Fucking
seconds,
Rumble.
bro. Fuck.
that ass.
Yeah.
fucking
They gotta, yeah.
Rumble.
I hope Misfits does something better for their next event than that Rumble shit, bro.
They should go to Paramount. Come on.
They need to go on fucking Hulu, bro, or something. Like, do
Hulu.
something.
I just saw today. I don't know if y'all saw it yet. Speaking of fights on other platforms,
The
Tyson
I know what you're about to bring up.
Fury
Yeah.
is back.
I seen that. I was shocked it was on Netflix. I was shocked it was on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, no, me
The
too. I was like-
Ring on Netflix.
I
I just pulled it up. April 11th.
Like whenever I seen the post, I got it. I was about to say I got it sent by Les, and he was like, "Yo, you seen this?"
Yes.
I was like, "No, I thought I'm not gonna lie, the poster's ass." I was
It's ass.
the poster was yeah. I was like, "No way, this is real." I look up and Tyson Fury's announcing like he's fighting on Netflix against this guy. I was like, on Netflix too. I got Netflix. It's free for me. I don't gotta buy pay per view.
Yeah. That'll be a good fight too. You know, I'm a big Tyson Fury
It
fan.
is.
I love Tyson Fury, so
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited to watch him fight again against. I cannot say this motherfucker's name. I'm gonna try to do his last name at least.
Now try to say his name. Try to say his name.
No.
Well, I watch a lot of UFC, so I'm actually pretty good at pronouncing these Russian last names because there's a lot of Russians in UFC. So I'm gonna hit it with a Arslanbek Makhmudov. I think that's actually pretty good.
That's pretty
That
close.
sounds.
Makhmudov.
sounds
I
about
think
right.
that's a pretty good one right there. I might be
Sounds about
wrong,
right.
but
I hope the undercard's good, bro. Like I hope
I do
they got like a decent undercard.
I do too.
Do you think Tyson's gonna try to get the trilogy with
Usyk? Usyk might retire. He might retire before then. I think Usyk's gonna do one more fight, and he's done. And I love Usyk.
Yeah, either one or
but
two. Either one
yeah.
or two.
I think he's gonna do one, maybe two, but I think, yeah, I think he has one more fight in him, and then he's done.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's what I got though. That's what I know of.
Not real, bro.
Yeah, what about that the undercard of the Barrios and Garcia fight?
That's a good undercard.
That is
I
a
like
good
the
undercard.
undercard of that.
Who you guys got in that fight? Barrios and
Garcia. I've been
Right,
riding with
I-
Garcia since
I got Ryan
a long
Garcia,
time
and
ago.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, and it's not even because Ryan Garcia is good. It's because Barrios is so ass. Like I've watched him.
Barrios pisses me off, man, because he has
I watched
really
him in
good
person.
talent, but he doesn't at the same time. If that makes sense.
Vast, listen, bro. I literally I went to the Jake and Mike Tyson fight, and I watched Barrios fight, and I'm like, damn, this dude's good. First fight I watched of Barrios, because I didn't know him, but I watch him. I'm like, damn, he's got good skill. He dropped the dude. It's nice. I look away a second to talk to one of my friends, and I look back. I see him get clipped with a right hand and dropped. I'm like, what the fuck happened in the span of like 3 seconds? Did you just turn this fight around and somehow scrape a draw? And then his next fight, Manny Pacquiao. Another draw. Even though I believe Manny Pacquiao won that shit, bro. I don't care. Like I believe Manny did enough to win that.
I think age definitely should have played a factor in the scoring. I think they should have been like, hey, this motherfucker's old.
Yo.
Like, we gotta give him a pass a little bit. Come on.
Yeah. But I think
Then
Ryan's better, bro.
Tyson should have won.
Huh?
Tyson should have won
What do you mean?
the Jake Paul fight.
Nah. Nah, different.
different. Like, bro, he's
Tyson should have never even gone in that ring. He should have never
That
even
was-
gone in there.
yeah, I know.
I think whenever I was gonna say I love Jake Paul and I've watched Jake Paul and I even with critics, like I'll be honest with that outside. But whenever I'm online, I'll be like, yeah, Jake's gonna do his thing, you know what I'm saying? But like after that first, like what's it called? The delay, I think they should have tried to go back for Tyson. If they were gonna fight in November. Like they said.
I don't think they
November.
should have done it at all. I was saying, like, before the delay even happened, when it got announced, I was like, oh, I hate this fight. I hate it. Tyson's too old. And there's a lot of, like, millennials, and Tyson's going to beat his ass. I'm like, yeah, Tyson's also 58. Tyson is also old as dog shit.
I mean, look, the one thing I will say for that fight, the people, like the old people that been wanting to watch a Tyson fight, but they just couldn't, they at least got that, I would say.
Yeah.
Because I know
Bro.
a lot of people around
Hey, I
me
got
that-
Tyson Roy Jones, so I was happy with that.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say I watched
That was a good
fight.
one.
That shit was nice, bro. I keep telling you, my dad always talks about like Jake and Tyson and says like if you give them like my dad's the type to like believe like he believes that shit was rigged. And I'm like, Dad, like come on, like that was a 58-year-old man. Like I get if you put another 50-year-old man against Mike Tyson kills him. I agree with that.
Tyson
like,
looked good for the
no.
first round. He won the first round. And then he just gassed. Which
that he had nothing.
makes sense.
He had nothing left after the first round. And
Yeah.
and my dad thinks that shit was rigged. He's like, look, give him do a winner takes all. Mike's gonna kill him. I'm like, you think a 59-year-old Mike Tyson will do better than a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, Dad? You're crazy.
Yeah, and then he went. I still don't know how Jake went from 58-year-old Mike Tyson right out of rehab, Julio Chavez Jr., possibly 5'5" Tank Davis, to Anthony fucking Joshua. That was more stupid than the Tyson fight.
Yep.
That was so dumb. I think I told Recon right away when that got announced. I was like, there is no path for Jake to win that fight. Not one. I knew he wouldn't hurt AJ even if he landed flush, and he did. And AJ just hold this right hand.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
I mean,
bro.
which is why it shows there's weight class for a reason. There's weight class for a reason.
There is.
Yeah, Recon likes to bully me. Anytime he has the chance, I say something, and then he just shows that gif of Anthony Joshua cracking Jake's. I'm like, hey, bro,
It's a
fuck
nice
you, bro,
photo.
you get it. Fuck you.
I mean,
And I
it's a
keep
nice photo.
getting recommended the highlights. I'm like, I don't want to be depressed, man. Come
Me
on.
and Recon did a watch party, and I don't know if Recon saw, but I literally jumped out of my chair when he landed that right hand that broke his jaw.
Oh, me too.
Bro,
It's
I
on the
jumped out my
live
chair.
stream. It's on the live
Bro,
stream still, bro.
That was one of the biggest hate watches I've had in a long time.
Bro, I was drunk as fuck watching that shit, bro. So like I was like, man, he made it to the 6th round. I'm so proud. And I'm rewatching. I'm like, damn, fuck. Like he really did like get stopped for the first time. Like that's crazy to say. About
Ran
Anthony
for 4
Joshua.
rounds,
Yo,
beat up in the 5th
Mark.
and 6th.
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
Pause real quick.
Yo, leave me alone, bro. We got it, bro. We got it. But Tyson beats Joshua now, bro. I don't care. Tyson's gonna get him.
I don't think
I see it.
I don't know
Oh,
if
my bad, Mark.
Joshua will fight again because of what happened to him.
Actually, he
I know
is
he's been in
right now.
training. I know
been
he's been in training and stuff.
I believe he could come back next year, if I'm honest. And if Tyson, I hope Tyson is active, or at least still plans to fight, and we get that
Yeah.
fight.
I think Tyson possibly wins that fight. I think he would just outbox AJ.
I agree.
I think he would just outbox. I don't think he would knock him out or anything. I think he would those fucking triple thing. He'll go ha ha ha, and then he'll
I'll
throw.
I'll tell you this. The only reason I couldn't really even give an opinion on that is just because realistically Tyson should have not gotten dropped and should have outboxed Ngannou.
I agree with that.
in the
That shit
UFC.
was
True, but
So
then
hold on. You just never know. He might fall under pressure because it's Anthony Joshua, and you just never know. That's why I can't, bro. Tyson is just I don't know, bro. He's just one of those fighters. You just can't, bro.
see, I always look back. I always with Tyson. I look back on 2 things. I look back on his Wilder fights, where I don't know how he got hit by Wilder and got back up. I don't know how the fuck he did that.
multiple times.
Multiple times. I don't know how the fuck he did that. I feel like you just can't knock him out. You could drop him. I don't think you can knock him out. And then I look at the Usyk 1 fight. And the reason why I look at that fight is because he did get hurt in that fight, and that ultimately probably led him to losing the fight. But before that, he was boxing Usyk.
I was about to say Tyson. I've not seen anyone with Usyk to win clear rounds.
It was a
Tyson, like, won
close
clear rounds. Like we're like
It was close. It was a really close fight. And the second one, it was still a close-ish fight.
yeah,
But it wasn't that
like
close
Tyson
compared to the first one, in my
I was
opinion.
about to say the second one.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
you have more of an argument to say Tyson won the first one than the second one for sure.
That's
like,
true.
The second one, like he showed up as a unit and just tried to do the same thing as the first fight, except like keep his right hand up. That was the only difference.
Yeah. No, I like Tyson when he's lighter, like when he was lighter for the
I
Usyk
agree.
fight. I think he's the best when he's that light. And then I always look back at the Wilder 2 fight, and that's one of my favorite boxing fights of all time. I love that fight with everything in me. But yeah, we got hopefully some good fights coming up, man.
Yeah, man.
And then talking about fights coming up, we also back to the SCB scene a little bit. We have Burning Blood coming up soon. We talked about that, and then we also have Breakout 08, Wrath of the Dragon coming up too, March 21st. Mark, obviously, I know you'll be there. I'm also going to be there, handling some media and stuff.
I'll be doing a watch party.
Recon will be doing a watch party, so
I'll be watching y'all.
That'll be I won't be in the ring. Well,
I'm still gonna be watching you.
Maybe. That's all I'm gonna say.
You too, Mark.
Maybe.
I got my eyes on you.
But yeah, that's shaping up to be a good card. Well, I got it pulled up right now. We got for the confirmed fights right now, we have Dzo and Soulful. I don't know if this is in order or anything, by the way. I don't know the order, but I'm just saying it.
Yeah.
We got Dzo and Soulful. That'll be a go fight. We don't know really anything about Soulful at all.
Debut, right?
Debut.
Yeah, debut. And then we have Zay Castro and Kel. We got them duking it out a little bit, throwing hands at each other. That'll be a good fight. That's been a good build-up fight. And they were supposed to fight on blood. They're not, but now they're running it back. Not running it back, but you know what I mean. Jordani and Ezza, that'll be a barn burner of a fight. And then we have Vinny Carlston, Christian Chrissy. Kind of the same thing with quit laughing. I saw you do that. I saw you do that top 2 lock in.
I forgot the Christian kid, bro. He's a character, bro. He's a very interesting character.
He's an oddball. He is an oddball. He's kind of has the same as Soulful though. His debut, we don't really know much of him.
Yeah.
Vinny, we know him. You know, his last fight was AP the Fighter. Shout out AP beating Gabe Silva. What the fuck?
Oh yeah,
that was crazy. Yeah, shout out AP. And then we have JDM and Jabbo. From what I've seen about Jabbo, he's a little different than Christian and Soulful. We don't know much about him, but he fights. He actually fights, and he actually trains.
Bro, did you see his clips? He has like a nice makeshift ring. Probably the nicest makeshift ring.
Yeah, a nice backyard ring.
I'm like, the way it's set up, I'm like, I know for a fact that dude perfectly measured his shit, bro.
It's a perfect square.
Like, it looks nice. It's so nice.
And then we have Jack Does Boxing, Pascal Logic. That'll be a really good fight. I'm
excited for that.
The rematch.
I seen that fight live, bro. That shit was crazy.
You know, Jack talks his shit. Jack is a shit talker, but I'm seeing Pascal looks like he's locking in. He's just staying quiet and training. And then Pat Typhlosion and Braveheart for undisputed title. Undisputed status. Never done an SCB before. That fight will be crazy. And there's still fights that still need to be announced and confirmed.
Yeah, fact.
But it's shaping up to be really good. I know I said earlier there's a SCB curse with fights pulling out last second. I really hope that doesn't happen with this card. Because these are looking good, man. I'm hyped to be there too. I'm hyped to be there live.
Excited, bro.
watching it. I'm gonna work with some of the guys, spar a little bit. Like I said, maybe there might be something. Yeah.
You're gonna see Vass as the ring girl.
Yeah, you'd want me to, wouldn't you?
Don't leak it. What the fuck are you doing?
My bad. Yo,
Yeah, you got bleep that out, Vass. Bleep that
He
I
gonna
out.
gotta
zoom
bleep
in.
it
I
out.
already know he gonna zoom in. He gonna put the live stream on 0.5 slow mo. He free.
Don't clip that. Okay. Yeah, I will. I will zoom in on you,
Yeah, I know you will.
especially
Zoom
if I
in
see you
on.
in a bikini. And I'm not talking about regular bikini. I'm talking about the string ones, the really thin ones.
Yeah.
I want to see that butt crack.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo, I was like, you just need so detailed. So I want to see that butt crack. Like that's crazy. This man.
Yo.
I don't know why these podcasts get so zesty sometimes, bro. It's all him, man.
It's from
It's all him.
Recon.
I know.
I know, right? It's that guy, bro. I don't know what he's on about.
Fuck, bro.
Come on, man.
No, but as he
Now I know
started
why
it.
you like. Now I know you like why you like standing across the ring from other dudes with no shirts on.
Right, bro. I understand, play.
I know
Bro.
why you were clinching your last opponent so much.
Okay, bro.
You were feeling on his flubber.
Oh, that shit was hard. Okay, yeah. You know what? Yeah, no. Cut
That
it
was
out,
good.
bro.
That was
Yeah.
good. That was good.
No.
But
No, but she started this. I hope you know that.
stop. But anyway, yeah, Breakout 08 is shaping up to be a really good card. I'm very excited to see it. Mark, do you have anything else, man? I got nothing else. I just wanted to hear if you had anything else to say. Recon, if you got anything else, man.
I do.
Go ahead, Recon, and I'll say my thing.
After this event that you're having with Bloodline, are you possibly thinking into making another event? Maybe just Blaze? Or maybe the lab
Maybe.
event again?
Maybe it depends on the breakout schedule, you know, because I work with breakout, so I kind of like I had the Sword 7 New Hope was the first like event in a while I missed. That now it's just because of this event right here. And yeah, I'm hoping we could get maybe either a collab event this year, and then maybe 2027 we finally venture out to the first like Blaze event.
That'd be cool.
I'm very excited to see how this goes, because we can't sell tickets here. This is mainly a viewership event, and people who come, they could come and watch the event for free, like a selective amount. So I'm very excited about that, and then maybe the next event we can actually, you know, like sell tickets on like Eventbrite and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I will say my last words. You know, make sure you tune in to Burning Blood, Mark versus Coben, live and free on the Bloodline Mafia YouTube channel. You get to watch me whoop ass live and all that stuff. And then obviously, you know, I wish I had a can. I'm out. Get yourself some Lucky Energy on luckybevco.com. Use code MarcFlamez for 20% off. Clean energy. No, like, what's it called? I fucked that
Dumb
up.
shit.
Yeah,
no dumb
get the script
shit.
out.
Hang on, no, I got it. Hey, what's the company called?
It's called Lucky Energy.
Lucky, get me on, because I'll be real. I'll say Lucky's got that
Podcast.
good shit and they ain't got that bullshit. That's what I'll say.
I was about to say there's no crash with the energy drinks. So like if you want an energy drink that's clean energy, gluten free, and it actually tastes good with no crash, because a lot of these energy drinks are very good. They have good flavor, and then they also like have good energy, and then you crash. So that's why I love the bet. My plan was to open one up, but I'm out. I had to order more today, so
Yeah.
I'm out.
Oh,
Otherwise, I would have
boo.
cracked one up in like the face to face. Like that's what I did.
Hell
Because I don't
yeah.
need luck at all for Coben, so I'm very. Get yourself some drinks, bro. And that's all I gotta say. Also,
Maybe
tune in to
give him
Breakout
one.
08, of course.
Maybe give him
No,
one
that's
for
the one.
luck.
I am gonna give him one in the face to face. I want to see how he likes it. You know, if he
Hell
doesn't
yeah.
like it, I might have to slap him with the can.
Yo,
Can.
whoa.
Just, Bing! You don't like it?
Dylan Dennis to Logan Paul with the mic.
Hell
Mhm.
yeah.
I have to. Everyone has to like him.
Gotta do it. Gotta do it, man. Hey, thank you so much for hopping on this, man. I'm glad we could
Yeah,
get
bro.
you on. like you said with your fight, I'm super excited to watch it. I'm excited to watch both of you guys perform. And good luck on the fight, man. Thank you so much for hopping on.
Yeah, you said you
No,
don't need
thank
it.
you guys for. I was gonna say thank you for having me on. You know, I'm happy. This was a great episode. I enjoyed talking to you guys, and yeah, I can't wait for more episodes. You know.
Hell yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Can hop on back.
Or maybe
in the
this is the
future
last
whenever you-
episode.
No.
Twist.
Whatever. All right.
It's the end of
Yeah.
the season. Season 1 finishes.
Season 1.
Season 1 of the SCB podcast.
Just wait for season 2.
Coming back in 2030.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, thank you so much for getting on. I'm excited for your fight. Good luck. Keep training hard. Yeah. Thanks for hopping on, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.